Hey guys, Matt Becker here, Major League Fishing Pro Circuit Angler and Bagley Pro Staffer. Today we're up here in northern Minnesota. It's getting to be later in the year. You got those cool mornings, you know, it's shorts and a hoodie weather. You know, you start out in the hoodie in the morning, you get those cold fronts rolling through. And those bass get a little lethargic here in the morning. So what we're doing here is taking the Bagley B2 Flatside, covering a little water over top of the grass, and trying to find a few fish here this morning. So let's see if we can't find a couple bass. We slid in a little shallower here this morning. Oh, I thought I had one right there. And I'm taking this Flatside and I'm throwing it over top of the grass. You know, we're in about 6 foot of water here and the grass grows about halfway up. So I can take this bait, kind of keep it over top of the grass, and you see, like, if I get hung up a little bit, you give it a couple snaps and it pops right out of that grass. So it's staying on top of the grass. And those fish that are, you know, maybe sitting suspended in that grass or on the top of that grass, they're gonna attack this crankbait here. Whenever you're in these natural lakes up north, you know, color is very important. You know, the primary forage is generally bluegill or perch. I went with this one here. This is a new color for 2022 called Blue Chartreuse Shad. This could really imitate anything that those bass are eating. You know, it's got some blue on it, so it could be a bluegill. Got a nice chartreuse shad, or chartreuse side, so it could very well imitate those perch that are down there. So this bait here is just a good all-around color. That's why I chose this to really help locate the fish here this morning. So the B2 flat gets down to that 4 to 7 foot range, but what I'm doing here is I'm actually keeping my rod tip up pretty high, so I'm really keeping this bait within 3 feet of the surface. You know, you want to keep it above that grass so you can vary your retrieve based on how you're holding your rod tip, size of your line, all those sorts of factors. But what I'm doing here is trying to keep it above the grass. You know, like I said, this grass we're in grows up about halfway through the water column, so I'm trying to keep that bait right on the top of that grass, and that's where those fish are hanging out. You know, the B2 flat has a very tight wiggle to it, so it's perfect for these cold mornings. You know, it's just a little bit different action, and it helps you get a few more bites in those cold front conditions. Going along with the flat-sided crankbaits, this is my other go-to right here. Oh. This is the Sunny B. It's a little bit smaller profile and it dives a little bit deeper than the flat B2. So whenever you slide out a little deeper, or that grass isn't quite growing up as far, you can pick up the Sunny B and do the same type of technique. Get you a few more bites with the Sunny B.